Good morning. Here's the disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This video is for informational and entertainment purposes only. All right. Read the entire disclaimer. And let's go. QQQ bounced after that. My low was around 615 yesterday. I thought it would hold in the 615 to 617 range. It shot through that, but then came right back out. And now hopefully we should be on our way to passing 630 again. That's my target. I don't think we do it today. We have PMI coming out an hour before open. That's producer inflation. So how much the people that make the products are paying for them. Let's look at the 5 minutes, see if we can get. We're right at the 5 MA right here. It's at 624 about. So 626 basically is going to be your resistance, with 630 being the ultimate resistance. Once we pop through 630, I think we're out and going, out and flying. And I think that'll probably be Friday, but we'll see. We may get a run at it today. Let's see how today goes. My lower levels, I expect this to hold. We could drop down. I would expect the blues to hold. We could close this gap. That would be fine. Drop down and touch 617 again. That would be okay. But ultimately, I'm looking for this to resolve higher. All right, let's take a look at a few stocks. Let's look at Cliff, because Cliff had a good day yesterday. Is it done being the laggard in the steel? Went down, we touched my trend, and look how we came out of that. Now, what we want to do is we want to get above 14. This is 1440. I say really 14. Getting hold above 14 would start pushing us out of this. It's about time for Cliff to run, though. See that candle? That's a good looking candle coming out of there. Bollingers are moving up. Yep, I think we should be getting ready. Well, we should definitely be breaking these highs and going, but we need to fight out a 14 first. All right, let's look at some of the new tech that I'm in. Rocket Lab, again, looking fantastic, just making new highs. My target, it broke 90, so my target is 100. Ultimately 135 coming out of this. We'll see what it does around 100. I expected Abercrombie and Fitch, ANF, to hold up around 100, and it did not. It blasted right through 100. It went from like 90 something to 116. So we'll see what Rocket Lab does around 100. But that is, when you have price between the 5 MA and the upper Bollinger, that's a squeeze. Now you can get it going down too. But yeah, that's a squeeze up. And you can see it probably, on the hourly, like yesterday, that was all a squeeze. And then we broke it after market. All right, let's look at Qubits, because I bought Qubits the other day. It was looking good. Had that down day. That is a low, and that is a higher low on the hourly. So I would expect a bounce here. And I think qubits, look at the candle turning up. These Bollingers are starting to pinch. So I think this is ready for a big move soon. We broke the trend line, and now there's another little trend line here that we're getting ready to break out of too. We'll see what we do there. We'll see if we break out of this or if we fail. If we break out of this, this is going to pop something fierce. But if it fails, then I'll stop out and re-enter. Okay. Rich Tech, again, another one that was looking good. We bought down here off the 200. A lot of people took profit off the 50. This is what I expected. I expected it to consolidate in here. Now we broke out above the 50. So broke the trend line. Look at the RSI pointing up. Yeah, this is ready to go. So I'm looking at 465 for Rich Tech. Once we break 465 and set up on that, I think we'll be in the green soon. Well, I'm in the green now, but I mean, we'll be flying. We'll be looking really good. DDD, I just bought the other day. Look how we're setting up on support. We are no longer squeezing. We lost that little squeeze we had going. But we're setting up on support, and I'm not bearish on this stock. I think this 132 is the low, so we'll see how right that is. I expect us to come up, and we should be challenging 330 right in there. Ultimately, I have a stupid high target for this, though, because this is a long, drawn out descent. So I think this pops over this next year. ASTS, one of my favorites, still looking strong. Oh, I'm in the weekly there. Looking very strong. Yep. Space is where it's at. Space looks good. There's another one, Joby. Not one of my personal favorites, but Iron. Let's check out Iron. Because I had 55 for a pullback. We hit 54.38. Yeah, that's getting pretty stretched, but that can stretch farther. I'd like to have two really big good days out of Iron. Not that we haven't, but see, we're starting to squeeze up. See, we've got that 5 MA pushing. We're pinned against the upper Bollinger, which means there's just nothing but bullish pressure on this stock. They have it pinned against the upper Bollinger. So when a stock hits the upper Bollinger, that's usually, look at this squeeze over here, and you can see that. But when a stock hits the upper Bollinger, usually that's a signal to sell because you've reached the upper limit. Except when it's doing this, when it's squeezing like this. Because what we have here is this is just the beginning. So it's hitting that Bollinger and people are selling, or machines are selling. Eventually, that's not going to go well for them because the buying pressure is just immense on this. Another little one I'm in, QNTM. I bought this again yesterday. Haven't quite broken out yet, but we're getting close. This thing is getting close. This is days away from making a big move here. All right, let's check on retail. Under Armour looks good, setting up on that 200. See how this is, and that 50's turning up. So that 50 is at 475, we'll call it. 455. So 80 point move at 580. So 660. I'd be looking at a 660 coming out of there. And then if that green pushes higher, we'll probably try to match this 757 soon. I wonder if we get news soon on these. Here's Abercrombie. You can see where here's where it broke 100. This was the 100. Broke, little pullback, and then just blasted right through it. Gap testing support again. Okay, yeah. Everything looks good. Still have the buy signal on Qs. Everything looks like it's going well. All right. Be safe, be wise, be brave, and as always, good luck.